Hi, good morning all. Today we talk about the REST template. Okay, REST is the representation of state transfer API. API is generally known as a application programming interface. Means this is a one system wants to communicate with different system. Something is required between these two. So this is generally interface. So in whatever programming language you are doing, that provided some specification or interface, that is known as an application programming interface. Based upon HTTP platform, HTTP protocol, certain rules and regulation defined for these standards for interface. This is a REST standards. That's why we are calling REST API. Okay, for these REST, Spring Boot provided some template format. Means for our use case, we know that Spring Boot do maximum code for us. They just provides the method to us. We can easy to call that. So most of the boiler code are there. So that's why we are talking about the REST template. There are multiple templates, RJMS template, JDBC template, REST template. So each and every section Spring Boot provided template to us so that we can directly use that templates. Okay. So in today's session we talk about what is REST template, why REST template we should use, example, config and retriable template. Okay, what is Spring Boot? We already covered that. This is a template which should be under the HTTP. Over the HTTP, Spring provided a template to call the RESTful APIs. Why it's required? To do the easy life of developer, because Spring provided all the templates or all the codes which are redundantly used. They handled all the stuffs so that it's kind of abstraction for us. Internally, Spring Boot handle all the things and do developers life easy. Okay. Consumes the RESTful Web Services. It's the use of REST template. Whenever you want to consume RESTful Web Services into your application, that time ideally you should use the REST template. Okay. REST template. So how to create a REST template? So first of all, easy, you can directly auto-wire @REST template into your class. Like I defined like class employee service, and in employee service I want the REST template. So by default object, if I want, it's easy. I just say auto-wire, and in auto-wire I just mention here REST template and RT. Okay, and whenever I call rt.exchange, using that I can call. Okay, this is the default implementation. So by default object is created and it is assigned. If you want certain new changes or some parameterized object need to pass, that time you just mention @bin, and whatever as per your way, if you create the REST template object, that get bind to these auto-wire, or whenever you are using auto-wire, because this being get created and assigned to that. Okay, so till now we are good, or we are okay how to create the REST template object. But okay, because earlier I said HTTP, based upon HTTP the REST template is built. So HTTP is this, HTTP client, and REST template is this. Okay, REST template. So in HTTP we know that .get, .put, methods we are calling through the HTTP client, and that communication happen with the third party system. But how happen with the REST template? So here also the REST template .exchange, we can call this method exchange. This is a URL thing, and what method you want, get, post, put, delete. This is the data which we are sending to that request, and this is the output format of our body. So get body, through that we are getting that data and we are sending to us, like from localhost /products we are receiving that data, and when we say that get body, we are getting that data from this API by hitting this API. Okay, this is the main thing. We are first so exchange, required URL, method name, input parameter, and the type of that. Okay, so if you call with these 4 parameter, you will get the response from the REST template. Okay, this is just an abstraction over the HTTP client. Okay, if you want to call put method, then I added also new example, like this is just the calling example. But if you want to add headers, and how you can do that, so you just create the HTTP headers object. Okay, headers, you need to append that headers to HTTP entity. So my HTTP entity is a product, and here I am passing product and header, so that get bind into entity. So while I am sending the post request, entity have the 2 details, one is a product and one is the header. So that data is going shipped with the entity. Here we are calling the post method, and this is the URL, like same products is the URL, post is a method type. In the entity we have the entity plus headers, and this is the output format. So string.class, we are getting the body out of that, and we are returning that. So first example is for get, this is for the post, and in a post this is the way where you can send the header. Okay, so till now we know that what is the REST template, how to use, how to configure, okay, and how to use the auto add thing. But yeah, in a real-time example we want multiple configuration with the REST template, because the plain REST template have the default configuration like wait timeout, take timeout, all the timeout we need to set as per our need. So for that, the new object is required like this, like this is the like @bean. You can define bean and the get rest template, and if you just create the rest template object and assign all the property. Here you are passing HTTP client, your customized HTTP client you are passing into REST template, because already we cover HTTP client is the internals on that top of REST template is built. So based upon the HTTP client, inside that you can pass that HTTP client and create a REST template object. And here for HTTP client we are setting the timeouts and the read timeouts. Apart from that, HTTP request body and HTTP client we are setting that and returning that. So this is the way. Suppose certain parameters are not available or certain property is not available in the REST template, we can create a HTTP template object, set all the properties and ingest that object into REST template. This is the one way. Apart from this, if you want to retrievable REST template, how you can achieve that? That's also we can easy to do. First you need to create a REST template object. After that you need to define that at what should be the policy for that, and in a policy we should define that interval and all. So retry intervals multiply 1000, that means the back period. If certain exception occur, how much time we should wait and after how many intervals should we trigger. So all that information we are passing here and setting back policy to the our REST template. Okay, this is a one way. Apart from that, here we are setting the max attempt, means 10 attempt is required, all the steps we are maintaining, and what is the retry policy that we are appending here. So this is the one way where you can create the retrievable template that automatically, like 500 or 404 such exceptions occur. So and the like system A connected with the B, system B, and we know the system B is a not unstable system. So here you can configure that with the 3 retries after 10 seconds, you can do that and call that the system and get the response. So that way also you can configure and make your system A is a robust, not to depend on a unstable system. Okay, this is just an example, but yeah, a retrievable template it's very useful in production readiness code. That's it for today's REST template session. Let me know if you want more sessions on what topic you want that. Yeah, thank you so much. Bye.